see it from the video, when I left, she wheelied just a little bit. I let the clutch out. Pulled the clutch back in just a little bit. Then I really locked throttle when she started to come back up. And then the bike spun or whatever, and it kind of shifted me sideways. I had to stick my leg out to catch it. Yeah, they got a lot of track prep up to the 8th mile. After the 8th mile, there's no track prep for a stock wheelbase to spin like that. So I'm gonna have to make some adjustments and we go from there. But yeah, this is that bike track prep game I was trying to tell you guys about. I had to practice. Got to set your bike up for the track. I think this new gear setup is going to work for me for next year. I can lock throttle faster. It's a 1741. Shout out to Red Jackson for telling me to give it a shot. I want a 916, which is fine because I'm testing this new gearing out, and I'm gonna have to adjust the clutch now a little bit because I'm losing my 60 foot. I did a 164 60 foot. I need that to drop down to at least a 154. But everything else will true up real nice once I get that 60 foot out of the way, and I can lock throttle a lot faster. So then I might, excuse me, I might switch from the 1741 to a 1638 just so I can get the length and pick up the extra maybe half an inch or so on my wheelbase. and then that will let me get an even better launch and ET. So I think we're looking good with this gear change. It's looking promising. Check it out. It's not the best, but what I'm telling you is that it's definitely going to be more consistent for me, because the other gearing, I have to ride it so hard and it's too peppy in terms of it wants to wheelie all the time. This time it did like a little wheelie. So, and all I gotta do is just maybe shim up my clutch a little bit just so I can get a little bit more bite out the gate, and I'm good to go. So I really think this is gonna be a lick for me, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Blue didn't go up yet. Alright guys, where did my ticket go? That one was better. My last 60 foot was a 164. This one was a 162. So I only shimmed up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shim up a little bit more. I didn't want to go too big too fast, because then I'll probably send myself into like an immediate wheelie, trying to be too greedy. So now that I know I can take a little bit more, I'm going to shim up a little bit more. And I'm just going to keep shimming up until I get that 60 foot down. But I did a 162 with a 918 pass. My last pass was a 916, but I'm focusing on the 60 foot, not the back half right now. And I did 158 mile an hour. So last pass I did 157. So I picked up a whole mile an hour by shimming up the clutch, because I was able to get off the clutch faster or whatever. And that way I can pick up more mile an hour. So that worked out. Check it out. 158 even. I like it. guys. So it's Sunday, and it's cold, bro. It's so freaking cold. But we're gonna be running this Street Fighter class. I decided last night that I was gonna give it a shot. It's a 950 index, quarter mile class. You cannot run faster than 950. Pro Tree, heads up. We all know that I'm faster than 950 because I went a 911, 910s today with the gearings that I put on there. But I'm gonna have to sandbag a little bit and detune the bike or play with the throttle on the back half and kind of like let off or whatever. But it's gonna be a fun class to try and just to do. It was only 75 bucks, so I figure I'll give it a shot. See if I can take on some money or something. But we'll see. It's gonna be a good day because the air is good. I believe we're like just under 500 DA, so the air is gonna be phenomenal. It is phenomenal right now. I think it's gonna be a high of 72, so we won't have to deal with. Sorry, they're doing track prep right now. Hold on. So the air should be really good and the bike should be really happy. But I warmed her up this morning, check clutches. They are they're iffy, but I have a backup set with me. And I'll change them maybe 2 to 3 runs in if I feel the bike is screaming and it ain't really moving, and assess that. But we should be good to go. The track prep here is definitely not XDA style or quality. I'm stock wheelbase and I have problems spinning. And it was like 8th mile, 1,000-foot mark or whatever. The bike would break tires, so it definitely was getting my bike set up for the track. I think I let out like 5 pounds of pressure on the rear tire, and that did the trick. Usually I run like between 45 and 40 PSI at XDA events. Here I'm running like 36. So that tells you that the track prep is really not as stout as XDA. But nevertheless, it helps with me adapting to different tracks and different environments. So I welcome the challenge, and it also gives me a good grasp on what to expect the bike to do, because since the tire pressure is a little bit lower, I won't have some of the same mile an hour or 60 foots times, because that is more contact on the ground, and you know, the more air pressure you have is less contact patch, which means more mile an hour, less friction. With the less air pressure, that means that I have more contact patch, which means more friction. So I'm kind of actually really happy that I was able to hit 158 miles an hour with 36 PSI of air. So that means when I go back to XDA next year and it's nice out and the prep is right, I might be able to pick up another mile an hour or 2 or something like that with an extra 5-6 PSI in the tire. So we're gonna see, and we're gonna try things out today, and hopefully I win. So I'm in Street ET. I think the purse is like 5,000, and then I'm in this Street Fighter class. I think the purse is like, I don't know, it's like $300 or $500 or something like that. But we'll give it a shot. We're gonna have fun. All right. I forgot to record first round of Street, but I won. So second round coming up. Street Fighter's coming up actually. Then Street. shifting, it just kept going to the rev limiter every time I shift.
Damn.
I said, bitch.
That shit look like shit.
Yeah.
For the thing.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, the battery was charged.
Oh, okay.
Here's what he did. I just said, I don't know.
Alright. My clutch just went, man. Well, I'm gonna change them and get ready for street fight. Be like that. Woo, she's smoking. We're gonna change these clutches together.
They probably started that what's name about 2 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm about to change these clutches real quick. Like that, we done. It wasn't the best clutch job, but got it done. At the racetrack, I'm not really worried about torquing the bolts and shit really quick when I'm in a rush. So I know I was supposed to probably torque those clutch head bolts, the springs, or whatever, but I gotta go. I gotta race. So sometimes it be like that. You gotta go off the feel when I usually do it right. So let's get these clutches back in here. I'm gonna warm it up. I didn't pre-soak the clutches because I didn't think I was gonna need clutches this event, but I did. So I gotta let the bike warm up a couple times and get the clutches wet, and then get ready for Street Fighter. So, all right, don't do what I do, but sometimes when you're in a rush, you gotta do what you gotta do. Later. All right, we're gonna line up for Street Fighter class. I don't know nothing about this class, other than I gotta go slow, 950. So we're gonna see if we can go do us a 950 or whatever. Let's do it. All right, we got the buy round, so we got a free round into the money. So we're gonna send it. Get ready for next round. You have to turn it on.
That was a race.
God damn, that was a race.
What you always have. That shit was close.
That 54 to 57. That was a race. When I ran up on him, and he saw me come up on him, he immediately let out when I ran up on him. So then I nudged past him, then he got back in it, and I let him come back, and then I got back in it, and then he let out, and I said, fuck it, I pinned it at the very end. Oh, shit. The fucked up part is, down here, you can't see the motherfucking light, so you don't know who the fuck won.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know who won until you get the ticket.
Yeah. I saw that 54, I said, God damn, I squeaked that bitch out.
All right, go get your video, go get your little.
I go around on it. Street Fighter.
Final round of Street Fighter.
He ran his number on the money.
Hell yeah.
And I was trying to stay in front of his ass. I was trying to stay.
He backed out.
Yeah.
I'm sure you was, how, at what point did you pass him?
Oh, I caught him at the 1,000, and then he backed out. I stayed in front of him. I passed him right at the end. I hit it. I said, I'm gonna fucking hit it.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Because I would have got out, and then he would have been ahead of me. I was like, fuck. And I saw, I was way off. I said 929. God damn.
Yeah.
I was like,
I said, man, you must have had to run him down and caught him right, like at the strike or something.
yeah, it was close to the end. It was close. Oh shit, it was close to the end. We made it to the semis. We gave it up at the finals though. That finals race was a good one. I slept the light, and when I slept the light, he cut a good light, which means that I had less time to play catch up for that Street Fighter class, and I did catch up, but he already knew that he was good money. So I ran out of real estate to be able to play with him a little bit to try to give him to run out or run a little slower. He ran a 950 right on the money. So it was a good weekend, and Full Spot Hustlers. That's next.